And it's called the Confluence, which is kind of nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, the Monongahela and the Allegheny turn into the Ohio River, and off it goes.
That's beautiful. I don't know what it
kind of
means, but
is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Should have done this before.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce Willis filmed a movie here one time, and he came out saying, "Hey, Pittsburgh, you got to do something about the clean of your rivers."
Bruce,
Wait, throw your stunt double in there.
chill out, man.
Speaking of pirates, Tracy's making us seasick.
Oh, Tracy.
Uh-oh. And I got a parrot on my shoulder.
All right, we're getting started. Hi, everybody. This is Roll the Dice coming to you live on YouTube from our Zoomprov studios. And so Roll the Dice is one of the oldest running house teams for Big Canvas Comedy. And, back in 2020, when all this stuff happened, we decided to go virtual. And since then, we've added people from outside of Omaha, outside of the sphere of Big Canvas, and we've grown and evolved, and I'm loving it. So we perform on the second and fourth Friday of every month. So tune in. If you're watching this as a recording, tune in live during one of those performances, because you get to be in the chat. I'm pointing at the chat right now that only I can see. No one else can.
Oh.
Pointing at the chat, you get to be part of it, and you get to give us suggestions that will fuel our funny. So without further ado, before we get into rolling any dice, we're going to start with a quick fire game. And this is one that we are workshopping, sort of. We played it for the first time today in rehearsal. So hopefully it works out real well. And it's called How's Business? And what I need from all of you out in YouTube land is some suggestions in the chat of words. Any old words. We can have nouns, we could have verbs, we could have any other part of speech that you adjectives, those exist.
You've seen Schoolhouse Rock, figure it out.
Maybe not like prepositions, those are kind of really hard to work with. I'm in business. You're in business. Okay, cool, whatever. As those are stacking up, we're going to stay on screen. It's for all of us, and all of us is just 5 of us today, because we have some people out for various reasons. But on that note, we are looking for more improvisers to add to the group, and we're looking for more improvisers to be guests on our show. And we're doing all kinds of wonderful things with this team that I'm super excited about. More to come on that, hopefully. Actually, I'll talk about one of the things. So Tracy and Cassie and I are representing Roll the Dice tomorrow in the Ultimate Cards of Destiny competition. It's a fundraiser for Backline Theater, because Backline Theater is revamping their space. And our team is going to compete against other teams that practice and perform to try and win a coveted space in the Omaha Comedy Fest for the rest of the team to also be part of. So if you are in the Omaha area and you have some time tomorrow evening at 7:30 Central, or even if you're not in the Omaha area and you want to fly in, come with money, because apparently the votes are donations. So, any amount will help. But your presence obviously would be loved. So that's coming up tomorrow night at 7:30 Central. Exciting stuff. So our suggestions have been loading up. So this game is called How's Business? And we got Timothy saying, how old is it? And we got Ben saying, smash that button, y'all. All right. Ribbit business.
Ribbit like a frog?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in the ribbit business.
How's business?
How's business?
How's business?
Well, it's going so poorly, I think my business is going to croak.
I'm in the ribbit business.
How's
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 business?
business?
It's great. And you can have all the flies you can eat.
I'm in the ribbit business.
how's
How's
business?
business?
You know, we've been trying to watch our environmental footprint, but it's not easy being green.
Ooh. I'm in the rivet business.
How's
How's business?
It's going awesome. Totally.
All right, we're gonna switch over to sour cream, the sour cream business.
I'm in the sour
sour-
cream business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
Great. Just a dollop will do.
I'm in the sour cream business.
How's business?
How's
business?
business?
Pretty good. I think I'll milk it for a while.
Oh.
I'm in the sour cream business.
How's business?
How's business?
That's a loaded question.
I'm in the sour cream business.
How's
How's
business?
It's way cool. All right, we're switching it up. We're in the loading bay business.
I'm in the loading bay business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
Still loading.
And folks, actually, Dave is in the loading bay business. Sort of.
I'm in the loading bay business.
How's
How's
business?
How's business?
Just trucking along.
I'm in the loading bay business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
You know, when one door closes, another one opens.
I'm in the loading bay business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
It's going great, but sometimes I wonder how I'm going to be received.
I'm in the loading bay business.
How's
How's
business?
How's
business?
business?
Not great. I just got docked.
Oh.
I'm in the loading bay business.
How's business?
How's business?
Really backed up.
All right, we're switching it up to iPod.
I'm in the iPod business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
Great. Turns out people are still using us.
I'm in the iPod business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
Not so good. I'm old and outmoded now. I'm in the iPod business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
Just shuffling along.
I'm in the iPod business.
How's
How's
business?
How's
Business.
business?
Better than Zune.
Oh.
And somebody else wrote Zune. Okay, we're gonna go with spaghetti. No, wait, we did that in rehearsal. We're not doing spaghetti. Sorry, taco stuff. We totally did that already, and I don't want there to be repeats. So we're gonna go with cup business.
I'm in the cup business.
How's business?
How's
How's
business?
business?
I'm certain that it's going to replace all the cell phones.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh, I'm in the cup. See what happens? I'm in the cup business.
how's business?
How's business?
It's really great because it's so easy to measure.
I'm in the cup business.
How's
How's
business?
business?
It's going really well this quarter.
Oh,
I'm in the cup business.
How's business?
How's
how's
business?
business?
A little frustrating. I've got a coworker who's constantly out, and their excuses never hold water.
I'm in the cup business.
How's business?
How's
business?
business?
Business.
Making great tips.
We're gonna spill the tea on that one. We're gonna go to cat litter.
Oh, I'm in the cat litter
Cat litter
business.
business.
How's business?
How's
How's
business?
business?
I'm just buried.
I'm in the cat litter business.
How's
How's
business?
How's
business?
business?
It stinks.
I'm in the cat litter business.
How's business?
Kind of poopy.
I'm in the cat litter business.
How's
business?
Do you really want the scoop?
I'm in the cat litter business.
How's business?
How's business?
I'm really down in the dumps. I mean,
Ooh.
clumps.
Oh,
All right, one more tennis ball.
I'm in the tennis ball business.
How's business?
How's
It
business?
is such a racket.
All right, we're ending it there. That's a good one. Talk about Silicon Valley. Okay. Cool. So that was our opener game. Now I'm going to show you how Roll the Dice works. Some of you in the audience already know, maybe all of you, who knows? So if everyone can turn off their camera right now, I'm going to switch the view. And this is what it looks like. So we have on this side a die. We're going to get a 20-sided die. This is not what we're rolling. It will be rolled in a moment. And then on the right, we have our games. We have our main games. We have numbers that lead to other dice with other games. We have a boatload of games. So we're going to start with our 20-sided die. And here we go. We're rolling. 19. We have panel of experts. So let's get 3 people up since we're a short cast today. The first 3 up. Let me switch my camera back. One more. Cool.
We were jousting.
Audience. What I need from you is I need some maybe some magazines, some newspapers, some websites, some periodicals, just things that a person can express themselves through. Maybe if you want to throw out an age, like a person's age, or even an age of history, we're going to play around with it. It's going to be fun. And then what we're going to need is we're going to need a topic. So first, let's get those suggestions for the lens through which each of our experts is going to be talking about this topic. And then we'll work on the topic. And what's going to happen is each person is going to get maybe a magazine or something, and they will be from that. And they're all going to be talking about a topic, and they're a panel of experts. They're experts on things other than the topic, and they will be presenting information on that topic to you, the viewer. So we've got Popular Science for Josh. So you are from Popular Science magazine. We have Neopets for Tracy. You've got Neopets, Tracy.
Who told?
And then we've got Today's Dietitian for Dave. Okay, so to recap, Josh,
Popular Science,
Tracy,
Neopets,
and Dave.
Today's dietitian.
Okay, so now from the audience, like I said before, we need a topic of conversation unrelated to those 3 things. And then once I pick that topic, I'll tell you now so we don't have a delay. Once I pick that topic, just throw some questions out there. I will get us rolling, and as the questions come in, we will ask our experts those questions. So first we need that topic. Oh man, I didn't see Timothy's suggestion of the YouTube comment section, but that's we'll do that another time. Timothy, hang on to that one. That's a good one. Really good. They're all good, but that one especially. You're my favorite. Okay. So we're waiting on topics. Oh man, the delay is so much fun. We did a show 2 shows ago where we had people in our audience in the YouTube, in the Zoom, and it was so much fun. So if you are a viewer during a time when we are not broadcasting, because all the people in the chat right now, we've seen before. We need more people, first of all. Second of all, let us know that you are interested in coming to our Zoom, and we will do that again. We will absolutely do that again. Okay. We got some subjects. I'm gonna go with the price of tea in China. You're all a panel talking about the price of tea in China. So audience, please throw out questions about the price of tea in China. Just be respectful and we're gonna all have fun. So this is our panel about the price of tea in China. But first, while I wait for those questions to come in, could you introduce yourselves in whatever order you choose?
Hello, I'm Bruce Lee, and I love science. I've been writing for popular science for 15 years now, and I pride myself on bringing science to the masses.
Thank you, Bruce Lee. And next,
Hi, I'm Kimmy, and I work with Neopets, or I did until Viacom bought us and shut us down.
that's sad, Kimmy.
Yeah, it really is, because I really put all of my eggs in the Neo basket.
Is that where Neopets come from? Eggs?
Some of them come from eggs, and others have a more mammalian birthing process.
Okay, that's good to know. I did not know that about Neopets. Thank you, Kimmy.
Of course.
And we've got one more here.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you have me. I'm Julian Childs. A long line of dietitians and nutritionists and chefs in my family. And we're finding slowly but surely, but you really are what you eat, and it has impact. What you consume has impact. So using food as medicine, that's what the Childs are all about.
That's good to know. And I am familiar with some of your family and wonderful lineage, a lot to live up to.
Oh, sure. I mean, it was most brought out with the movie Child's Play.
Yes.
Where, yes.
That was about knife work.
Yes.
So
Cutlery.
the first question we have here is, how many tea bags can I get for one of Neema's fancy occasion plates?
Yes, well, as many people know, tea is a very light product. It comes from the drying process. So if we're making our exchange rate purely based on weight, the plate weighs a lot more. You would need quite a few tea bags in exchange. I'd say maybe 20.
What if they're wet?
Oh, yes. You do need to take into account moisture levels. If the tea bags are wet, assuming 50% hydration, 10 tea bags for.
Okay. Excellent. Good math. Math is a science or related thereto.
They're inseparable.
Anybody else on our panel have anything to weigh in on there?
I'm just not quite sure what the exchange rate is from Neo Points or Neo Cash to the US dollar regarding the purchase of tea, and also I can't think of any Neopet that would be able to digest it properly, and then you really don't want to have to start over on your pet. That's the polite way we say when one of them dies, you start over. Starting over.
Adding on to that, as a dietitian, you can't eat a plate, so zero. You need to hang on to the tea bags. Wet is better. Your absorption rate is so much you don't have to worry on your own body's moisture, your own body's saliva. So nothing. You shouldn't have the plate. No, I'm sorry, zero.
Okay, all right. Awesome. Thank you all on the panel for your kind, interruption-free answers. That was beautiful. Is tea considered? No, we're not going to do that. How ruthless are the tea day traders?
As a dietitian, I find that we're always searching for win-win. So it's a matter of finding out exactly what those traders want. And again, the quality of the tea. And is it one of those bag teas, or do you have to buy a separate item to do that? Sometimes those are made of silver. And I can tell you, the traders like their silver.
But I can only imagine that they'd be, if they were half as ruthless as those that want to trade Neopets or many of the in-game virtual items that you can buy for your Neopets. I mean, that is we're not proud of saying this, but there's a known dark web trading post for Neopets and Neopet related virtual items where things get really cutthroat. There were bodies found. The FBI had to get involved. The Federal Bureau of Investigations in the real world, not in the Neo world.
Oh, I thought that was the Food Buyers International. I'm sorry. I feel so informed. Thank you.
Yes, and as we featured in our most recent article, there's a troubling underground of illicit tea manufacturing that has been traded quite widely on Wall Street. Some of the equipment being used is quite sophisticated. We debated including blueprints in our most recent issue, but the lawyers said we couldn't do that.
I have a Neopet here too. So we do have another question here. From Ben. This one's good. Why does the tea keep getting spilled all the time? Is there some kind of gravitational issue with tea?
This is right up my alley. Yes, in fact, there is a gravitational issue with tea. It's, in fact, the same gravitational issue with everything because all things on Earth are subject to the same gravitational force of 9.81 meters per second. Squared.
Very dry, like tea.
Before you hydrate it.
I can only speak from my own personal experience, but the kind of tea spilling that I've experienced came from cowardly, spineless individuals like Roger, who spilled the tea to the FBI about the dark web sales of Neopets and Neopets virtual items. And he cut a deal and he sold me up the river. And Roger, if you're listening to this right now, Roger, I hope that you find yourself in the opposite of a Neo Wonderland.
In hot water.
Okay, yeah, that.
As a dietitian, you must know that the tea is filled with antioxidants, which makes them lighter. And I hate to disagree, but lighter is less impacted by gravity.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, is it? One last question. Do you personally have any insights that you would like to share based on your unique understanding of the world regarding specifically the tea in China?
As a dietitian, I feel that the tea in China is just as good as the tea in the UK, let's say, and the tea in other countries that are so tea heavy. So I feel that all tea should be created equal and distributed as needed. The polyphenols need to go somewhere, and why not in the tea?
As a writer for this illustrious scientific publication, I will agree in the importance of understanding your polyphenols. And in fact, the tea in China, through its unique curing process, has a higher concentration of polyphenols, and therefore can command a higher price than, say, tea from other parts of the world.
As the publicist of Neopets, I can't speak to the price of tea in China, because I mean, despite what you would think, by the way Neopets is branded, it actually formed by an American company in Torrance, California, and it is not actually Asian at all. But we really did try to get in on the whole Pokemon, Digimon, Bakuman, Yu-Gi-Oh, cute monsters sort of trend. Monster Rancher,
Those things.
etc.
Well, as the host, I'm going to say that we have to sign off today, but I really appreciate all you experts coming here to talk about a subject that you don't know about. But thanks.
You're dead to me, Roger.
It's been a pleasure.
Gravity? Really?
And that was our game. Beautiful. I love that one. That was fun. All right. So now we're switching back here and let's get into a guessing game. So we're going to switch out for our 4-sided die and here we go rolling. We're playing returns. We're going to do 2 returners and 1 returnee clerk. And how this works, first of all, in the audience, what I will need is some items, random items, maybe that you find around the house, in the garage, in a desk drawer, things like that, random items. And then at the same time, because we're not going to wait for this, I need some qualities that might be applied to those items totally other than the item that you're giving. I may mix and match, so don't worry about that. But for instance, maybe the item is a basketball that can sing, or a toilet plunger that knows all of your secrets, or a basketball that is owned by Vanilla Ice. How about that? All right, I've just taken away your best ones. So go ahead and throw those in the chat. Then I need to know who are our 2 guessers who will be returning items. We've got Josh and we've got Cassie. So we're going to put Josh and Cassie in the waiting room. When they come back, they will be returning an item one after the other. And our clerk, Dave, will be giving clues to them to figure out what they're returning. So here we go. Josh, you are going into the waiting room, and Cassie into the waiting room. So you're gone. We can find out what kinds of items they're returning. And the clues are going to start kind of vague and drill down as we go along to try and speed it up because we're on a clock here. So when they get close, Dave and I will do a little bit of applause, and Tracy in the background, a little bit of applause. It doesn't always pick up on the microphone though. So, and as
I'll make it pick up.
oh yeah. Okay, so what we have here is, oh wow, got some good stuff here. We've got a paper clip. I'm going to write these down because I'll forget. A paper clip, and this one is for Josh. So it's for whoever's first. Paper clip that has 50 world records. All right. And then whoever's second will have a universal remote that is crunchy. Aren't they all though? Universal remote that is crunchy. All right. Are we ready?
We
Also,
are ready.
Tracy or I might come in to assist if necessary, not because Dave is failing, because that's not what we do. It's if there's a way to improve things in some way. All right, so I'm going to go off camera. Here we go. And I'm going to let in both of our guessers. And we've got people on mute, and whichever one of you wants to be first, and the other can go off camera.
Yes, I needed to return this.
Yeah, it's really, it doesn't look like it's broken, but I'm thinking that maybe it failed you in some way.
Yeah, it didn't work at all. I mean, I even checked the plug-in when I tried to plug it in.
Wow, I think we might have stepped a little bit on what may be the problem. When you plugged it in, was there any fire? Were there any combustibles near it?
No, I plugged it into an outlet.
Ooh. When this occurred, were there any, let's say, hair strands that went out either on your arms or on your head?
Well, I mean, if I was drying my hair
Mm-hmm.
and I plugged it in and my hair flew out, that would be good.
We have other products for that, but I appreciate your initiative. Again, with the combustibles, is there, I don't know, something that would catch fire easily that maybe this would have been more appropriate for use? And more than one of them, really.
Well,
They would make up your journal. I mean, you could put to-do lists on them. But if you had more than one, you would have to find a way to get them together and hold them there temporarily. They're a staple in any home.
so a notebook,
It's filled with something that you wouldn't plug into a wall.
sheets of paper. I would not
Wow, wow.
ever plug
Oh,
in sheets of paper.
excuse me. Yeah, hold it together. I mean, you got to hold those together.
In a binder, and a
Oh.
trapper keeper, one may say.
One might say, but my God, you couldn't fit a trapper keeper in an outlet, could you? Nope.
No,
I'm thinking there's another thing you could use maybe to, keep a few pieces of paper together.
like a paper clip.
Exactly like a paper clip. Oh my goodness, that is just, I thank you so much for returning it. And I advise you and anybody in our audience not to put it in an electrical outlet. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like, but with this paperclip, I mean, it had to be something more has to be related to this paperclip. I mean, like possibly the amount of them that you can make a chain from. There could be a whole lot of them. That would be distinctive.
A box of paper clips.
Yeah, that wouldn't really, I mean, wouldn't really be like monumental. There's no book that would list that as
Dave.
something.
Dave,
Yeah.
after work, do you want to go out for a few beers?
Oh, you know what? I sure would.
Yeah, like a Heineken or a Lucky Bucket or what's that dark
Coors?
one that? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See you then.
Okay, thanks.
A
Yeah,
pint
I
of
mean,
paper clips.
wow. You know what? That's not right. I mean, this has these usage, but there's so much attached to this particular paperclip. Like how many can be like stretched across a certain amount of distance? How many you can fit in your mouth? Maybe how many you can put on a scale that would make it to where there's more now than there had ever been before.
The Guinness Book of World Record paper clips.
I think that's pretty darn close. Are we pretty close?
That's good.
Okay, that's good. So yes, So I think you've done a masterful job of returning your paperclip that has actually won 50 world records. Good job.
Thank you. And can I get my money back now?
Oh, sure. But this is damaged and you put it into an electrical socket. I'm very sorry. But here's a gift certificate to the hair salon in the mall.
Thank you. I'll
You're
take it.
welcome. You need it. Wow. We have, oh, geez, it's a, boy, look at the line starting. Oh, hello, hello, and welcome.
Hi, yeah. I need to return this.
Oh, yeah, I wish this was one of those big box stores where we would just take it, but can you tell me anything about what's wrong with it?
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Really? That
No.
seems wild. That sounds like somebody that's really controlling in their life. So it's very, I don't know. It's a lot of things can't fit, but maybe if you're a little bit more open, it could work more things. You know?
I came here to return this, not to get personally attacked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
how that would feel on this side of the desk, but really, whenever things come back, we need to know, and we need to know if in case there might be a safety hazard for somebody else. So did you press any? I don't know. Did it not work for everything, or did it not just work once?
I've tried like pointing it at different things and
Mhm.
doesn't seem to have the intended effects.
That's a bummer because it's really intended to work with a whole lot of things.
Yeah, like
Beyond,
you said it was universal on the packaging, but it's no.
yeah, I'm really sorry, but I mean, but were you in the room when you tried to use it, or were you like maybe at work or in your car?
I was standing right next to my dog, but when I pointed at her, she doesn't do what it says. So yeah, it's
Wow.
not much of a universal remote control, is it?
But hey, very good. That's exactly what this thing is. Nice job. And that's nice, but as you press the buttons and things just weren't working, how did that feel?
It was frustrating.
Oh, sure, that's like whenever you drink a glass of tea and it's sweet tea and you don't want sweet tea, or if you have preserves and you wanted it to be jelly, or if you had peanut butter and it was creamy.
Yeah, it did tend to do unexpected things.
Interesting. You know what? It's oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear that? I've been walking on gravel back here. They put in this new thing. It's supposed to be easier on our joints and our knees for anti-fatigue, but it's making this sound.
Yeah, it does. So I thought maybe it was broken. It makes this kind of crunching sound when I press the buttons.
Ding, 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 ding. Very good. So you have
I have a universal remote control that makes weird crunching sounds.
oh, very good. Very good.
And I don't want to have it anymore. Can you please take it back?
We have a 50 world record breaking paperclip, and it appears you're trying to break a record. And we have a crunchy universal remote. Excellent job, everyone.
Woo-hoo.
That was probably the fastest we've ever played.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
is that a record?
It is.
I feel like such a paperclip.
It looks like you're trying to write a letter. All right. Back to our 20-sided die, and we're rolling an 11, Spoon River. And this is for all 4 of our players that are not me.
Straw is on camera. There we go.
All right. From the audience, I need a type of event, like a wedding or a funeral. Don't use those. So the type of event. And what we're going to do is we're going to see that event from various perspectives. It's already happened, and these are the personal accounts of the people who were at that event. That's the whole description. There's more to it than that, but we already know. We're building it for you, though, in the moment. We didn't practice this. We can't possibly have done so because we don't know what you're about to say. So I'm looking at all of these suggestions from the previous game. We've got Poseidon's favorite as a descriptor. We've got the most average. We could have had the most average paperclip.
Impossible.
replaced the goat on Let's Make a Deal. A paperclip that replaced the goat.
Oh, that would
Okay.
be-
Someone did suggest the rodeo, but we did just do a rodeo in a
We did.
previous show. So we're going to skip that one. Timothy, why? Why do you have to be so All right, we're gonna go with an above ground pool. It's actually an above ground pool installation. So the installation of an above ground pool is the event.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the beginning of this will be a personal account from each of the 4 people. As we learn who they are, they will continue their accounts, and we're going to hear about everything that happened at this above ground pool installation.
I just wanted something that was for me, you know. It said, Trudy, you're a hardworking mama. You're a hard-working Avon salesperson. And why can't I have a nice pool of my own in my own backyard to have a soak in, to swim in, to play with the kids? I mean, I deserve this, don't I? I deserve something nice for me. But then, apparently, the universe had a different idea. Because when I get this cockamamie contractor over here to put in my above ground pool, they tell me that the ground that they need to dig up to place that pool in, they found some kind of horse skeleton in it. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I've installed a lot of pools in my day, and let me tell you, Trudy's pool. Oh, that was a problem. It was just from day one, everything went wrong. It was I went over there and introduced myself. I said, I'm Bill with the pool company. Pools Are Us. I'm here to install your pool. And she was a nice lady, but little eccentric, little quirky. She tried to sell me some cosmetics. Thought maybe she could do that instead of, paying for the pool, which, I can't eat lipstick, lady. I need cash. But anyway, we eventually figured it out. I went and surveyed the property, and it's like, never built a pool over a horse graveyard before. This is gonna be weird, but as long as we don't hit any skeletons, I think we'll be okay.
It is so rare that when you get a phone call saying that there is a unicorn skeleton, that is actually a unicorn skeleton. I have worked at the Buffalo County Historical Society for the last 40 years as a unicorn skeleton specialist, and I have never received one of these calls. So when I got the call to come out and take the remains from this pool site, I thought they were pulling my leg. But you know what? That is a bona fide unicorn burial ground. Unicorns are real. And finally, my work for the last 40 years has been justified.
We got here about 8 a.m. Oh, the boys at the volunteer fire department was just waiting to fill up a pool. It's one of the best things we do because none of us really like fire. We just like filling up pools. We get there and there's this lady with, I don't know. I mean, it's odd how many different types of lip gloss she feels that us firemen need. I mean, sure, we're in the sun, but we got those big rimmed hats. We'll be fine. So we started to unravel the hose out of the fire truck and we started to point it right in there. And there's this person in there talking about unicorns. I'm like, hey, I like unicorns as much as the next guy, but I got 7 more pools to fill up today.
Bill, he tried to tell me that like somehow the horse skeletons are not an issue with building the pool. And I'm like, Bill, that ground's full of horse skeletons. And then they got some kind of government person trying to tell me we can't build here. This is a sacred landmark because these ain't horses, these unicorns. And I'm like, sweetheart, there ain't no such thing as unicorns, and you really need some kind of foundation for your skin because what you're doing here, you look like a ghost. And I swear, don't I deserve something nice? Don't I? I mean, I work hard. I go door to door to all my girlfriends and to all of the, the neighborhood associations with my little kit, my little samples. And I just try to do good for my children. They just want to have a little swim. And now we got some kind of.
So, I hate when things like this happen on the job. It's you install swimming pools. You think you're bringing joy to people, and that's why we go into this career. But sometimes fate throws you a curveball, and you got to be the bearer of bad news. When I saw we were digging up from a horse graveyard, I was like, well, that's going to be a problem if we hit any of these horse skeletons. But worst case scenario, we'll bring in the backhoe and scoop them out, and that's good money at the fertilizer factory for horse bones. It's not a lot of people know that actually, but one of them had this odd protuberance thing going on his skeletal forehead thing, and then I'd never seen anything like that before. But then this lady from the historical society showed up and said that's a unicorn, with as if that was a real thing. But she showed me the fine print in the legislation. Apparently they're a protected species, and section 523C says can't build a swimming pool on a unicorn burial. So we had to pause work, and I had to say, hey, Trudy, you're a lovely lady and all, and I appreciate all you try to do for your family and how hard you work, but can't put a pool here.
Elizabeth Tobias, Nobel Award winner. I can see it now. I've already called Fox, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, Geraldo Rivera, everyone to cover this story. I feel terrible for Trudy and Bill that I had to completely cancel the project, but this is a unicorn burial. This is sacred land.
The hoses are out. Something's getting wet, and we got to move on. And then I get to hear a new word, protuberous. I don't even know what that means, but I have to say that the homeowner really found a way to bring out my cheekbones looking good. So fellas, we're going to do an exercise. We're going to pretend that the house is on fire.
Now taking
and we're
over
just
my
gonna...
entire house. And this is some kind of cryptozoological miracle grounds. They telling me they find a Pegasus, and I'm like, how you know that horse didn't just die next to a bunch of birds?
And then there was like this, the firefighters were like hosing down everything and spraying all these bone critters everywhere, washing off every surface, and just turning everything into a mess of mud and
I
bones.
had microphones in my face, and everyone wanted an interview, and all my work and all this time I've spent.
Now my basement's flooding because all this water everywhere, and that's not the kind of pool I wanted. I said above ground.
And then, like, apparently, it's not just the unicorns there. They dug up this centaur skeleton, and then technically half of that's human remains. So we're hitting a whole nother set of legal issues there. Yeah,
They don't
I've
like
broken
the
that
horse
for trade
they
dress.
call them. I'm saying, that's just the rider of the
Blocking
horse.
this?
It's
No.
then you just
amazing.
have
I'm
found the
going
two
to be
halves
on
of the
It's
TV.
just
man of the
it's a
horse.
total
He
mess,
can do
really.
my
It's-
makeup.
Unbelievable.
I'll buy some Avon products
You know,
for.
it could be
My
on the
hands
fault or
have never
something. They
been
could
so
have.
This is my
soft.
dream.
We
I
don't know
think I
how
might need
long
another
ago they
career
told
path
me.
after this. It's just
And that was Spoon River.
Don't I deserve something nice for myself?
You do.
you do, Trudy. You do.
Have a drink.
Have a centaur.
Half
All
a
right.
cent.
We're getting toward the end of our show, so we're going to close out with one of our quick fire games. So we're going to switch our dice, and we used to have a 10-sided die, but we have introduced 2 new games. So
Woohoo.
we're going to roll a 12-sider. I've always wanted to in this show. What do we have here? 7. We're doing epitaphs. So from the audience, what I need is a bunch of celebrities, and they don't have to be your A-list celebrity. In fact, better if they're not. B, C, D, Z list celebrities would be great. And we're going to not celebrate their untimely demise, but we're going to discuss it in a way that honors them. We didn't get to play our new game that we added called Alter Ego, where we have puppets. We didn't get to play that today, but it will come up in a future show. I'm very excited about it. So if we can get the whole cast on screen, this quickfire game will be for all of us, and I'm waiting for some suggestions to roll in from the audience. And we have one. We have several. Oh, we have 2 anyway. Timothy said that was his favorite Spoon River yet. So, and he's
Thank you.
seen quite a few. Timothy is one of
Thanks,
our
Timothy.
tried and true die-hard fans. So thank you, Timothy. We've got Hulk Hogan. Epitaphs for Hulk Hogan. Here lies Hulk Hogan.
Here lies Hulk Hogan until he rips himself out.
Here lies Hulk Hogan. Father, son, brother.
Here lies Hulk Hogan. Apparently the praying and the vitamins and the vegetables and the protein shakes weren't enough.
Here lies Hulk Hogan. What are you gonna do when Hulkamania runs on over you? You're gonna rest in peace.
We're gonna go to Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Here lies Peter Pumpkin Eater. Apparently, too much can be toxic.
Here lies Peter Pumpkin Eater. To be honest, he was seedy.
Here lies Peter Pumpkin Eater. That'll teach him to try to keep a wife.
Oh,
Vincent Price.
here lies Vincent Price. Really? Really?
All right,
Here-
Bob Barker. Oh no, we had a Vincent Price. Go for it.
Here lies Vincent Price. Oh, the house. Oh, the haunted. Oh, the hill.
All right, we got Bob Barker. Bob Barker, everyone.
Here
Here
lies,
lies.
here lies Bob Barker. Just 1 cent over.
Here lies Bob Barker. He may be gone, but his legacy will carry on. Carry
Here
on.
lies Bob
Carry on.
Barker. Spayed, neutered, and dead.
I was waiting for that one. Here lies Bob Barker after the final showcase showdown.
Here lies Bob Barker. The price was wrong.
Good stop there. Okay, we're going into Mrs. Claus.
Here lies Mrs. Claus. The elves did it.
Here lies Mrs. Claus. No first name known.
Here lies Mrs. Claus. Peter Pumpkin Eater tried to keep her, but Santa.
Oh,
Here lies Mrs. Claus. And the contract clearly says, all right, we have, gosh, some of these are so out there.
bring it on.
Let's go with Grover. Poor Grover.
Oh,
Oh,
That's sad.
here lies Grover. As it turns out, he was the monster at the end of that book.
Here lies Grover. And he was cute too.
Here lies Grover, near to our hearts, but far away from
Yes.
Life.
life.
Here lies Grover. I'm so embarrassed.
Let's see here. Mario.
Oh,
Here lies Mario. I'm sorry, your princess was in another castle.
Here lies Mario. He's a dead.
here lies Mario. Oh, we're gonna have to need to snake that toilet.
Here lies Mario. The blue shell finally caught up with him.
Here lies Mario, but just until he uses a 1-up.
Here lies Mario. Oh, wait. Kabling, 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 kabling.
Here
Here
lies
lies
Mario.
Mario.
He is survived by Peach, Bowser, his brother Luigi, and Hulk Hogan. Oh wait, no.
Here lies Mario. Continue? Yes? No.
Here lies Mario. He passed away. He was the victim of a pratfall.
Oh.
Here lies Mario in the middle of World 3-1.
Here lies Mario. It was a cart incident.
Here lies Mario. He had a Tanuki suit until then.
Boom, boom, boom.
Here
Boom,
lies
boom, boom.
Mario. The water level got him.
All right, finish strong. Finish strong. John Travolta. Here lies John Travolta. He did not stay alive.
Here lies,
Oh,
here lies John Travolta. The Saturday Night Fever got him.
Good.
here lies John Travolta. Viva night, viva night, viva. Disco and John Travolta are dead.
Here lies John Travolta. He's not up there. He's down there. All right, we're going to stop there. Thank you all for joining us. This is our fourth Friday of the month. So we'll be starting up again on the second Friday of next month. Join us on the second or fourth or both Friday of every month. All the time. Join us. Join our chat. Give us suggestions. Feed
Or
me.
see old shows. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been updating our list of games to make things fresh and new for you. So we keep doing that. And we love you. We love
We
you
do.
for being you. Or you can do the that heart right there. So we didn't introduce ourselves at the beginning. So sorry, faux pas here. We are Roll the Dice individually. I'm Jess.
Cassie.
Josh.
Tracy.
And Dave.
And now we leave. Goodbye, everyone.
Were you
Hi,
surprised
everybody.
to find out who we were?
Bye.
Monster.
Unicorns.